Hello YouTube! I have acquired a few new books in the last couple of weeks, and while it's not a lot, I'm actually kind of proud of myself. I've kept my book buying under control recently. I thought it was enough to share with you, so I'm gonna make a book haul. So the first book that I got was Nerve by Jean Ryan. This is actually a movie also. This was made into a movie that just came out, and it sounds pretty interesting. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, and I'm hoping I can read it fast enough to still see the movie while it's out in theaters. But it's about a girl who does this dare for this online game show called Nerve, and then she gets like pretty deep into it, I guess, and then it gets deadly or something like that. I like kind of edge of your seat thriller kind of books, and I'm interested in an online game show of dares. So I'm interested in reading this. I'll probably read it pretty soon, and I will let you know what I think. Then I caved and made a book outlet order. I try so hard these days not to order books from Book Outlet, even though they have exceptional marketing. Their emails are always like, who are you kidding? Of course you need more books. Or like, one more won't hurt. Or like, better get a new bookshelf. They're just so good. But there was a bunch of really great books that I'd actually been like thinking about buying, and so how can you resist buying them when they're Book Outlet cheap? So here's what I ordered. I got Starboard Murphy and the World Outside by Karen Finney-Frock. This is actually the newest book put out by my writing teacher that I took my young adult writing course from through the UW certificate program. This is a book about a girl who grew up in a commune in the woods of Washington, actually, the same state that I live in, and then she gets to go outside of the commune. And I guess it's about her experience going from life in a commune to life in the world outside. Okay, the next book that I picked up was The Shadow Society by Marie Rutkowski, which is the author of the Winners trilogy. I actually hadn't heard of any of her other books before, and this one just sort of popped up while I was scrolling on Book Outlet, and so I love her writing so much, and I love the Winners books so much that it seemed like a really obvious buy for me. So it doesn't necessarily sound like the kind of book that I would normally pick out, but because I like her as an author so much, I'm excited to see what it's about. Then I picked up Where Things Come Back by John Corey Whaley. I don't actually really know what this particular book is about, but it has a bunch of awards on the cover, and also John Corey Whaley wrote Highly Illogical Behavior, which is a book that I just read a couple of months ago that I loved, so I was very excited to read another one of his books. So I'm hoping that I enjoyed this one as much as I liked Highly Illogical Behavior. And then this one was just sort of the wild card. The cover was amazing, and I loved the premise. The Way We Bared Our Souls by Willa Strayhorn, and it is about, as far as I know, 5 teenagers who are sitting around a campfire, and they all have these sort of like dark, devastating pasts. And then something happens and they all switch experiences or something. They like take on each other's problems, and it's this like eye-opening experience that they take together. I'm probably not explaining this well, but it sounds very interesting. Apparently it's like a kind of ritual or something, and so it sounds like it's gonna be one of those like kind of heavy, deep books, but I like books like that. Then when I was at the Cursed Child release party at midnight, they gave us these coupons to get 20% off like any other book. So you couldn't use it for The Cursed Child, but you could use it for anything else. And so I just kind of had to pick out a book. And so I ended up picking up Rocks Fall, Everyone Dies by Lindsay Rybar? I don't know how to say it, but I thought the cover was hilarious. I thought the title was hilarious. And also Joe informed me that Rocks Fall, Everyone Dies is like a popular like D&D meme, I guess. So that was kind of funny. But this sounds really interesting. It's about this kid who has this ability to keep these rocks from falling on this village, I guess. He can also apparently like read people's minds or control them or something like that. And then, of course, I've already given this away by saying that I got the last book at the Cursed Child release party, but I got this and I read it immediately. So I picked this up at midnight the night before it came out. I started reading it that night. I finished it by noon the next day, and then proceeded to have to wait for everyone else to finish reading it to talk about it. I am going to make a video entirely about this, and I will touch on it briefly in the wrap-up that I'll be posting in a couple of days, but never you fear, you will hear my thoughts on this book. Alright, thank you for watching. These are all the new books I've picked up. I'm excited to start reading them. Things at work have been a little less crazy lately, so I've been getting a little bit more reading time in, which has been exciting. So keep an eye on my channel for a wrap-up that I'll be doing. That's all of the books that I've read in July and August, and that's it. I'm going to be doing a lot of cosplay stuff coming up, so hopefully I'll have some cosplay videos to share with you. And of course, make sure you're following me on Instagram and Facebook. The links are down below if you want to follow my cosplay journey the rest of the time. And follow me on Goodreads if you want more regular updates on what I'm reading and all of that. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you next time. Bye!